Coach Reynolds, the statement.
Yeah, first of all, just, this quite possibly could be Tyson Dunn's last game in his senior year, and just can't say enough about how much he's done for our program and this team in this year. Had a great game tonight again, and obviously coming off our last game, just so thankful for him and everything he's brought from a maturity level, and just a guy that came in and just tried to do the right things for us from day one. So, we would have liked to go out in different fashion here at home for him. However, we got one game left at Akron, and then, just the first half, they went on a couple spurts that just extended the lead. We gave them too many open, easier looks from three, where actually we were there, and we didn't put enough pressure on the ball, and they were able to raise up and knock those down, and that got them going. And then, going down 12 at half after having it, going into the 4-minute timeout, in a 2-point game was really the difference in the game. So credit to Travis, so much respect for him in Miami of Ohio, and they're going to be a tough out when they make, when they get to the conference tournament.
In a world of college basketball that's obviously pretty crazy, to have at least one senior like Tyson, I think it's got to be important just for the leadership he can show all the kids you've got around to do it. What sort of things did he try to do this year to keep things focused and what have you?
He's just been so great at responding to adversity. We've had some adversity. We've had some unfortunate outcomes where we played really well and just were a couple possessions short in games that I think would have put us in a different spot in terms of being able to play in the postseason. And, regardless of that being the case, when we knew going into these last, I think, 3 or 4 games that we weren't going to be able to advance into the conference tournament, him just staying the course and playing the right way and being a leader throughout it all just shows a character of him, and it's going to, hopefully be a great example to those other guys.
I know good shooting is what comes around goes around. Those guys looked like you guys on Saturday. I think they 8 for 10 from the first half from threes. It's awfully hard to come back from that, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought we had some really good defensive possessions in the first half, and then some of our offense led to their transition offense where they got some open looks, where we could have been a little bit better at just making them work a little bit. I thought we took some quick ones at times, and then, they got out in transition and converted. So, and that's how they play. They play at a higher pace, higher tempo, and like to play that way and get threes up. And sometimes they don't go in, and you're right there, and sometimes they do. And tonight they made them in the first half.
I don't get to talk after the season. This is as close as I can come, but you consider this a step forward for a year?
Yes, absolutely. I think,
right direction?
No doubt. We talk a lot about it. Like, college basketball has changed drastically in the last 3 years, especially in the last 2, and it's ever evolving right now. So with where we're at, obviously we're trying to build this program the right way to be able to compete year in and year out for MAC championships. I think we're going in the right direction. I know some of the results, the win-loss column might not indicate that at times to people, but if you really look at the fight this team has had and just the battles we've been in against really good teams, it just came up a little short. We know if we fix 1 or 2 things or we keep growing and building, we're going to be on the other side of that.
I know the roster turnover is extreme these days, but did you like this particular group? Was it an enjoyable experience going through the season?
Oh, I love these guys, and we have one more game left to go battle in a really tough environment against the best team in our league in Akron. And this team keeps fighting; they keep getting better. They're going through some of those moments where you're younger and you got to go through things to get where you want to go, and they've been such a joy. It's not easy. It's not easy anywhere. It's not easy being on top sometimes, right? And these guys are going to grow from this, learn from this, and just can't say enough about the character of this crew.
Is this the time of year you're sad to go because you probably like coaching? That's why I got in the business probably, and now it's over and you have to worry about the other stuff.
Yeah, nobody wants to stop playing. No one. And, for us not to get a taste of the conference tournament, I know it stings for our team because even with tonight's result, we battled them in the second half, and it was a one-possession game in the second half. And one spurt of theirs in the first half really opened that game up. And they're the second best team in the league by record. And we just beat a great team, a really good team in Toledo the other night. So we're not afraid of going and playing anybody. And not to have that opportunity, I feel bad for our guys because it's such a great experience.
You picking a favorite or two for the tournament?
No, I stay out of that. I let that business be to somebody else. I got too many colleagues.
Idea. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.